Morning, everybody. There's a lot of interesting energy going on today, and I think every day is interesting, but today's especially interesting. Yellow butterflies are significant for somebody. And birds of prey, we've got Ace of Swords energy already coming out. Might be a hawk. Anyway, we've got a beautiful sky. I don't know if I can flip it. You can kind of see from here. I don't know why my camera doesn't want to flip around when I tap anymore. That's really strange, but there's a difference in how you have to go about things here. And we've got the resurgence, 10 of Pentacles. We've got the resurgence of old patterns. And this is like you're going on another loop in the spiral, right? This is like musically, the energy has shifted this morning to mirror 2 years ago. Like the very beginning of the fitness journey, the very beginning of getting on the diet and doing all of those foundational steps. Like when I started with just 100 crunches every single day. Well, I didn't start with 100 crunches, I worked up to 100 crunches. I started with 10 crunches and I did 10 crunches every day. And then I started doing 15 and then 20 and then 25. And I worked my way up to 100 crunches every single day in a matter of weeks. And then I added another exercise. So like, that's kind of the energy where we're at right now. I've been, ever since I stopped the fast, I haven't really been working out. I've just been kind of stabilizing. And I'm getting that now is the time to reinvigorate that schedule. And, you know, we've had a couple days where we're like, okay, we're going to start. And the thing is, devil energy here, with the Six of Wands, there's a certain determination that you need to be able to harness here. But my sister was just talking to me about extremes. I was talking to her about discipline and how there's like the self-control where you do something and self-control where you don't do something. And she was like, well, you don't have a problem with extremes. You have a problem with balance. And I'm like, okay, just because you're right doesn't mean you have to say it like that. I wasn't actually offended. But I was like, damn, don't read me. It's my job. Thank you. So funny. But I was like, I mean, you're right. You're absolutely right. I do struggle with balance. I can manage extremes. I can absolutely manage extremes and rigid stubbornness and tenacity. And like, I can be like, yeah, I'm fucking doing this for however long. But usually that winds up with a fall off eventually. So this 30 days that we're about to begin, because I haven't started yet, unlike the fast where I just started one night and I was like, we're going to keep it going. Unlike that time, this time I'm going to plan out exactly what we're going to do, exactly what the routine's going to look like, and then I'm going to implement once I have the plan solidly in place. And it's probably a good idea to not start that while I'm starting a new job. So like, give me a week, maybe two, we'll transition, and then we're looking at a 30-day plan to get back into my rhythm. This is bringing motivation. Sometimes what we talked about last night with insecurities can lead to motivation. It can change your perspective. You need to be honest with yourself, though. I'm getting... This came out by accident. I was going to pull the Empress, and Temperance. You are so much more powerful than you give yourself credit for in these times, in these moments. Yeah, you might struggle with discipline sometimes. Everybody does. You might struggle with insecurity sometimes. Everybody does. But you take this moment, you take a pause, you take a beat, you really look at the truth of your situation, because this is not where you land. You don't lie to yourself in order to have a good time. You wait and you look and you go, okay, what am I feeling? What can I create from this? And you don't hold on to that emotion. You use it as fuel. Star energy. Sometimes you have to go through that tower. Sometimes you have to go through that tower in order to come out the other side motivated and in control. Sometimes it takes a shock to your system before you can really go like, okay, I need to do this. Ten of fucking Cups and the Ace of Swords, guys. I think that is where we land here. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles again here. Lovers. We've got all sorts of positive energy coming in. And I think that focusing on yourself right now might actually be what's helping to facilitate this masculine coming into your energy. Really think about how you want to do this. Not with the masculine, but with you. Really think about how you see this going for yourself. This new job, this new routine. Because when the masculine comes in, that's going to shake up your shit. Not in a bad way. It's going to shake up your shit in a good way. But it is going to shake up your shit, and you're going to have to look at your routine and stabilize it with the addition of another person in your world. For however long. Blue butterfly. I just saw somebody step out of their car and turn around and look in the mirror. Self-reflection. So, when you make another big addition to your life, like romance, you want to be stable. You want to have a solid routine. You want to make sure that you don't forget anything, that you don't let anything slide. If you are being guided to take a beat, take a beat. It's okay. A pause is not a bad thing. And that doesn't mean a pause from the person. It means a pause from constant motion I'm getting. You know, sometimes it can feel like you're rolling from one life event to another and you don't really get to rest. Don't do that to yourself. Rolling from healing one trauma to another. This is almost reminding me of that message we got months ago, where some girl that I'd never seen before and haven't seen since was like, you're just going to get stuck in this constant loop of healing. You need to stop healing. You need to start living. And I'm like, you can live and heal. That's, again, where this balance is coming into play, though. Moderation is the challenge, because that takes self-control and discipline. Not just one, not just the other. That was another thing my sister said to me. She was like, I consider it one self-control and one discipline. And I think, I'm not sure which one she meant was which, but not doing something and doing something are self-control and discipline. And I guess they are different. But this Hierophant energy here, we are going to find balance. We are going to find a way to integrate all of this properly and well. It's a beautiful day, guys. If you aren't, make sure you go outside. Make sure you touch some grass. Make sure that you carry a certain level of excitement into your day. There's a certain joy and certain excitement that will add to your fire, fuel your fire. Maybe that's the right way to say it. It will create more of a ignition. Because the fact is, the point that we're at right now, in the launch sequence, the 3, 2, 1, launch, liftoff, whatever. We are at that first thruster burst. You know, you have a couple of those. You have multiple ignition sequences as you get up into space. Put an end to fear, is what I'm getting. And we've got the Queen of Swords coming on now. Death, 9 of Swords, and then Queen of Swords. Start living in balance.